Sport UK,
Okay.
Pro Bees once again. Remember, smash that subscribe button. And I'm delighted to be joined by the trainer of Miss Dillian Whyte, Xavier Miller. How are you?
What's going on, Pro Bees, man? UK.
Yeah, what's happening?
Everything's good, man. We're working hard, so yeah, I'm obviously excited now. Obviously, Eddie put it out there that the fight is basically going to be on the 6th of March. I mean, the official announcement hasn't come out yet. Might be tomorrow, might be the day after, but obviously, that just gives it an extra little boost because now the date's been set and we know who we're fighting, and yeah, we're getting ready to go, man.
I know Dillian's been chomping at the bit for months. I mean, that reschedulement has really kind of made him even more angry, and I know he wants blood.
Yeah, but listen, 2020, you know how it went, for everybody. It was disjointed, it was crazy, there was no consistency, a lot of dates got moved, a lot of fights got cancelled, and you just got to be, an adult in the situation, just realize this is what's going on in the world, and these things are going to happen, Unfortunately, Povetkin wasn't able to fight on that date. It was set. We've got a new date and ready to go, man. Ready to go.
You've also got, to add to the mix, some more experience brought into the training camp.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, obviously, out here, I don't have my usual team around me. I run my own gym and I've got a gym of coaches. The only problem is that these guys obviously can't sacrifice the time that I have to be out here, basically living out here with Dillian. With this in this game, like boxing at this level, you have to be willing to sacrifice absolutely everything. I understand that not everybody's in a position to be able to do that, but this is what I've always wanted to do, and it wasn't a hard decision for me. It's just good that now I've got a good team around me now, where there's 2 or 3 guys, which is what I like in a gym. That's kind of how it goes in boxing. A lot of guys don't understand what happens in training camps. Obviously you've got your head coach, but there is a strong team behind that. You don't do it on your own. And just happy to introduce Harold Knight. So come a bit closer, champ.
Okay.
So Harold, obviously, he'll obviously be able to tell you exactly, where he's been and what he's done. But obviously, the obvious thing is hell of a lot of work with Lennox Lewis, and he's been there, been at the highest level, and we've just developed a very, very good relationship. And we're all out here every day, but Harold in particular, with the way we talk about boxing, I've got a wealth of knowledge of what goes on over there. He's got a wealth of knowledge of what goes on in the UK, and we just bounce off each other. All the old school fighters like 70s, 80s, every day we talk. And we know, between us, we know so much that the conversation just flows, and it's been a pleasure. So, yeah, I'm really glad to have Harold on board, man.
Harold, how are you, mate? Look, how has it been adjusting to life in the camp of Dillian Whyte, Team Body Snatcher?
Yeah, everything's been excellent, man. Everything's been great. But first and foremost, I want to give you big ups, big props. X-Man, I call him X-Man, the professor. He's told me a little about you, and it's an honor to be on your show, man, and to be able to drop some knowledge, some gems, as well as also to reach out to Dillian's fans, as well as drop some gems of knowledge of boxing. So everything's been good out here, man. But just like X-Man said, we're purists in this game. We're passionate. We love what we do, and you got to have a good team surrounded, with you, assembled around. And I'm fortunate and blessed to be able to be called in to be part of the Body Snatcher, because we're going to take care of Povetkin in this fight. We definitely going to take care of him. So. But the real, you prepare in camp. This is where the real fight is, and so we can be ready, man. And I'm fortunate to be part of the team, to be embraced You know what I mean? Ever since I came in, I've been embraced from X-Man, from Dill, from his people around him. And we're on a mission, man. And this mission is possible, not mission impossible. This mission is possible. So I'm happy to be on board.
When did you get the call to come into camp?
Actually, you know, you see how things work. I got a call. Actually, it was in early November. You know, the original fight was supposed to be November 21st. So when I got the call, I came in. I would only been here from the original fight. It would only been like 3 weeks. It would only been 3 weeks. But you know how things work out, and it not only worked out for myself and X-Man Xavier, as well as the team members, as well as Dill, for me to get adjusted to the team, as well as them get adjusted to me. And so it's been canceled 2 or 3 times now. So it gives us a little bit more time, and it just makes us want to put more hurt on Povetkin.
Hey, I must say you kept yourself hidden well. I mean, I wouldn't have even, you kept yourself well hidden, right? No one would have even known anything, I tell you.
Well, that's why they call me the Shadow. My middle name is the Shadow. So, you know, that's the way it's supposed to be, because, you know, how knockouts come is the punches you don't see. You know, so I basically, I guess you can say I'm the hidden secret, but once again, I'm a team player, and everyone plays their part in this development, in this journey to the world title, to be able to get our #1 ranking back, to get that international the WBC international title back. So once again, I'm a blue collar worker, as well as Dill is, as you know, as well as X-Man, and I'm happy just to be aboard, because the knowledge and the gems that me and X-Man be dropping on each other, as well as on Dill and around the other team members, it's a plus, you know, I believe and feel.
What did you make of the first fight?
Well, you know, I tell you, you know how things work out. I've always watched. I've been in this game and in this business, can you believe, for 48 years. I started when I was 9 years old. So I've always watched heavyweights. I love heavyweights. You know, I love fighting. I mean, I love fighters. So I've watched Dill for a long time, and never in a million years imagined working with him. Even though when I watch boxing, I watch all boxing, heavyweights all the way down to the lighter guys. And I always put myself in a position of what would I tell the fighter or instruct the fighter that's winning? And also, what do I instruct the fighter who's losing to what to do? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I do. So, you know, I've watched Dill in, you know, from the first fight I was watching, and, you know, he was winning the fight, obviously. You know, everybody saying he was winning. And then in boxing, one punch can do it, and anything can happen, and that's what happened. You know, he got hit with that shot. He ran into it, and, you know, the rest is history. But history is not over yet. When I say that, we still gonna write this history. So when I watched that fight, I was like, damn, you know, okay. And, you know, he got up after the knockout, and right away, even though I wasn't there in the ring, I can tell, I seen his body motion, and you know, was reading what he was saying. It was like, hey, what the hell? I'm shaking it. He's shaking his head and say, I want the rematch right away. And then lo and behold, I believe a couple weeks later, I got a call from some of his business people, and asking me do I want to be part of, the team. And, and at the time, when I got the call, me and my girlfriend was there, and I was, I more or less asked her, what do you think? Because she watched boxing with me. And, I couldn't be happier because to be back on that world stage with a born killer in Dillian, and rightfully so, because him being the #1 contender in the past, in the future he's gonna be back to #1, and because I followed it, and him not getting his just due when he's the #1, he was the #1 contender for 2 damn years. That was unjust right there. So once again, I followed it, and so like I said, when I got the call, I was like, hell yeah, I want to be part of that team.
Xavier, do you feel like, Xavier, that you've had a lot more time now, with Dillian, to kind of stamp your authority on, how exactly you want him to perform and carry out the game plan on the night, on March 6th, let's say?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously for the first fight, obviously there was some issues with coaching, and then that relationship ended. Then obviously I got brought in, but that was about maybe 7-8 weeks away from the fight. So I think this camp is the last camp was good, but this camp feels even better because obviously I've had a lot more time to spend and gel with Dillian, and then on top of that, introducing Harold Knight to the team has been a bonus. And we watch a lot of times in my own gym. Me and Nick will sit there and we study the sparring. We look at the training camp, we look at the training program, and that's what you do in a team. And that's how it feels here now. I mean, I worked with Nick for so long, it's very hard to find somebody that you're comfortable working with. It's been very easy with Harold. It feels like almost like we've been working with each other for the last few years. It's not just Dillian, obviously I've got other fighters that I'm working with, and obviously we're hoping that Yusuf's going to get on the undercard. So, Harold, again, he says, listen, if you want any help with Yusuf, Yasser, whoever else comes over, he said, I'm more than happy to help you. And, this is what we need at this stage, is a good team player, because obviously he's supported Manny for years. And that's exactly what we need here. You can't do it all on your own. And again, the experience, as we were saying in the first fight, always good to have a second or third coach in the corner. They see different things. I conversate during rounds, so you've got all bases covered. Exactly. And it's going to be even more comfortable now because Harold's been part of the training camp. So we're going in there really, really positive. I was really positive about the first fight, honestly, because, I knew Dillian had the skills and the power to beat Povetkin, but as I said before, I credit the guy for finding something. He's got a lot of experience, he's seen a lot, and, he got the win, but, we want to get this rematch, get this victory, and I want Dillian to become a world champion. Yeah. That's the end goal. I want him to become a world champion. And obviously it'll mean a hell of a lot because it'll be my first world champion and it'll be his first world title fight as well. So that'll make it even that more sweeter. But like I said, the journey is, to me, it's just beginning for Dillian. He's had a good foundation, good grounding, beat a lot of good guys. Now we've got to take it to the next level. And that's what we're planning to do.
You feel like you got the advantage this time round because Povetkin's been out with COVID for a while. Is that going to give you guys the edge?
No, definitely not, because the fight's been delayed, he's had enough time to recover. So that's why I don't want to, when the fight's finished, I don't want to hear any excuses. He's had more than enough time to prepare and get ready. We've kept ticking over as we've been doing the whole of 2020 anyway, and just working the gym and just getting better. If you're not fit to fight, don't fight. I'm not the kind of person, every interview I've done, you've asked me about the first fight, and I've been consistent. I've not made any excuses for what happened. He was doing very, very well in the fight, Dillian, and he made one mistake in heavyweight boxing. Sometimes that's all you need. Yeah. To me, close that book. It's done. That chapter's finished. We've got the rematch. We just focus.
All right. You talked about, you know, Dillian potentially winning a world title, and you want him to win a world title. Eddie Hearn said that should he get past Povetkin, he wants to put him in there with the bronze bomber, Harold, Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, I mean, Dillian's name has been in circulation for the last few years. With he's linked to all these guys. You know, all the guys that are ranked slightly above him. You know, because obviously they were world champions or fought for a world title. You know, he's hunting them all down. So as I said the first time, you know, almost got Povetkin out of the way, and then we were looking towards the next fight. This time, obviously, there's no point even talking about future fights. You know, this is a big fight. Povetkin is the biggest challenge of Dillian's career. He was the first time run, in my opinion. Consistent. From what he's done, you know, been a gold medalist, you know, former world champion. You know, he's proved how dangerous he is. He's beaten a lot of good guys, been in with a lot of good guys. So that is the focus. Obviously, I'm excited to obviously talk about those other guys, but you can ask me about those fights after we beat Povetkin.
All right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It's been
Absolutely.
a pleasure. I'm looking forward to seeing how this new relationship works come March 6th.
But yeah, man, obviously, you know, we're probably going to, you know, tune in again and get another interview done. You know, so we've still got another, we've got 6-7 weeks?
7 weeks.
Yeah, we've got, yeah, of course. So yeah, we always touch base anyway. But yeah, man, everything's going well.
All right, my guys. Thank you for your time. Thanks a lot,
Thank
gentlemen.
you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Yep. All right,
Cheers,
my brother.
thank you.